What's up, guys? I am 2.5 years removed from spinal fusion surgery. That's L4, L5, and a decompression of the S1. And I want to tell you, I'm living basically a normal life. I'm living a life that is pretty close to what I was living prior to the surgery, prior to having a lot of the pain and the disc issues toward the end. So what I mean by that is I'm able to do most things in life and it's completely pain-free. I'll go over a couple of things that cause me a little bit of discomfort, and one of the things is bending down multiple times. For example, I'm going to pitch for my youngest son's coach pitch team tonight, and I mean the ages are 5 to 7, so when the catcher's throwing the ball back to the pitcher, or any of the players throwing it back to the pitcher, the ball goes anywhere. A lot of times it rolls back to me, so I'm going to pick up a baseball probably 40 or 50 times tonight. So I'm going to be bending down. I don't feel a lot in moment. After the game, sometimes I feel like it's not pain, just feels like, oh, my back's a little bit tired. Another example is I'm doing some work on my basement, trying to waterproof some of the walls, and I've had to take down some paneling and stuff inside, and that wasn't an issue. But of course, you take down the paneling, you throw it on a pile, and then at the end you carry the pile up. So bending down, grabbing stuff out of the pile constantly. And again, it didn't cause any pain. It was a little bit of discomfort, and it's kind of, you know, I'm bending down, picking stuff up, and I kind of feel it in the fused area, a little bit of discomfort, but I don't think it's a problem with the fusion. I think what it is just my back saying, hey, we don't bend here anymore. Like, it's fused, just stop trying to bend here. So it's just maybe like a resistance, but it's not pain. I can say with 100% confidence, since I got my surgery, I haven't had anything that I have thought was disc pain or related to a disc in my back. And I've had disc issues for years. So to be able to say that is amazing, 2.5 years after a spinal fusion surgery. Again, getting back to kind of how I'm living a normal life, I'm able to work out, I'm able to lift weights. I can curl, I can overhead press, I can bench press, I can do calisthenics, pull-ups, push-ups. I run distances of numerous miles. I would say 3-4 miles. I know that's not a long distance to people who are, you know, avid runners, but I've never been an avid runner, you know, in my life. So it's something I'm trying to develop kind of in my advanced age, and with my, you know, and with the surgery, it's something I trying to develop to, you know, stay in shape. Things I don't do when I'm working out, I do not put any weight to compress my spine. So yes, I do overhead presses with a little bit of weight on it, but I'm talking about like back squat and deadlift. I don't do any of that stuff. I used to back squat a lot of weight, as I, you know, explained. I believe it was my first video I explained that in. I used to love to back squat, deadlift, power lift, that kind of stuff. I've completely gotten away from that after the surgery. It's just, to me, it's not worth it. And I've seen a lot of people on videos who are doing it after a fusion, and, you know, I don't know how long they're gonna last or how long they have lasted doing it, but it seems like it is a possibility. So, you know, and there was a question I got asked about working construction or working some type of labor job after a spinal fusion, and it got a lot of negative comments. And I want to say at 2.5 years, I know that's a long time to wait to be, you know, a full-time worker somewhere. But like I said, when I was tearing the stuff off my basement walls and carrying it up, yeah, in moment I felt a little bit of discomfort, but I went home, went to bed, woke up, fine. Worked on it the next day, did the same thing, fine. So, I mean, I don't know if long term you can keep doing that, but I definitely think it's a possibility for numerous jobs. And again, it all starts on how you heal. And I mean, not everybody's the same. Not everybody's surgeon is created the same. Not everybody's back is created the same. Not everybody reacts the same to the surgery. Sorry, I can't talk. It's just, there are different aspects of this thing that sometimes you can't control them. You just can't control it. I mean, I believe there is a degree of luck here. along with, you know, the mindset that you're going to beat this thing. You have to have that. You can't go in wishy-washy thinking there's a possibility that you're going to be in a wheelchair, or, you know, you're never going to be the same. And maybe I'm not the same, but I'm pretty dang close. And I can tell you that's the mindset I went in the entire time. I remember crying leading up to the surgery. I remember laying there crying, thinking, I'm gonna be in a wheelchair. I won't be able to, you know, throw a football with my kids anymore. And then it got to the point where it changed with me, where I'm like, you know what, this is something I have to have done. I can't even function right now. I have to have this done. And if I get this done, I've got to be there for my family. I have to be. I have no choice. So that's just, you know, somehow I made it work. And, you know, when you talk about the degree of luck, I had that. I got it, you know. The surgery, everything seemed to heal fine. And part of that for me was common sense. So right after the surgery, I think it was like 2 or 3 days, I got a call from the hospital there. They wanted to do my physical therapy. What are you talking about? Physical therapy? It's been 2 days. It's been 2 days. I had my back cut open. You know, like, it's been 2 days. You want me to go do physical therapy with you? So those are the things that some people would, you know, okay, I'll have somebody bring me over there. You know, like, no way. That doesn't make any sense. Why are you calling me 2 days after surgery, telling me you want to get me into physical? It makes no sense. Like, and if you watch some of my content, I kind of did my own physical therapy, but you know what? I waited till I was healed up a little bit. I don't think there's any fault in healing. I mean, in being a little bit lazy while you're healing, because we all heal at different rates, and you have to feel out how your body is reacting to a lot of this stuff. I think in terms of being lazy, I think where people get in trouble is, you know, you're at my stage, right? Let's say you're a year, 2 years, 2.5 years, whatever it may be, and you're on the couch all the time, and you're laying down all the time. You're not getting up walking. You got a poor diet. You know, you're putting on weight, and now you're trying to blame other people. Now you're trying to blame the surgeon, and, you know, you're just not healing right and that type of stuff. No, that's not going to fly. Like, you have to stay active with this surgery. There is no sitting on the couch for hours and hours and hours. I would say that's the number one thing for me, that where my back acts up. If I'm sitting on the couch, I know, like, it's starting to get a little bit tight, whatever, and I'm just like, okay, I got to get up. I got to get up and move. So that's one key piece of advice I would give you. Even at 2.5 years, you have to keep moving. Now, I don't care if that's running, walking, whatever it is, you can't just sit down all day. You just can't do it. So, yeah, so, I mean, I start this off by saying I'm living a normal life, then I add in 100 caveats. But as you can see, I mean, these things, it doesn't affect you that much. So I got to get up and walk the dog, you know, or I got to go work out. Like, that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal for my long-term health. You know, you got to have a half-healthy diet. Okay, you know, it's, you know, drink water, do the things that are expected of you. You just can't get lazy with a lot of different things, especially when you already have a disadvantage with, you know, having this type of a surgery. You know, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage from a normal person who doesn't have this, right? I mean, that's true with any surgery. So that would be my 2.5 year update. Is I'm living a normal life, but it does come with extra things I have to do. Like, I have to stretch, I have to move around, you have to eat healthy, you got to keep down the inflammation. Okay, I mean, you just have to. You have a piece of metal in your back now. You know, you have an extra piece of bone that grew there. Like, you have to take care of that stuff. You can't just sit down all day, right? So we've got to fix our attitude, and we've just got to keep moving. And you guys know I respond to emails. I usually put my email in the description, and I can say it's been overwhelming, the amount of emails that I've received where people are saying that, you know, my videos help them, or they have questions for me. And, you know, I answer every email. If I haven't answered your email, then I've overlooked it. Send me another email. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And I just looked at my subscribers, and it's not something I check very often. I have over 2,500 subscribers, and I know that's nothing compared to a full-time YouTuber. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I'm not even a part-time YouTuber. I can hardly find time to make these videos. But I just want to thank you guys for sticking with the channel. I know a lot of you guys have been here for the life of this, you know, about 2.5 years, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, guys, and if you have any questions, email me, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.